Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. What a way to start a video. I have just put a few foils in my hair just because, as you guys know, I hate the new fringe I've cut myself, and I figured out a way that I can kind of wear it to the side and hide it a little bit. But I noticed that because my blonde pieces at the front were cut shorter, you could kind of really see the disconnect. So I'm just trying to make it work a little bit better for myself. So that is why I look like I'm trying to ward off an alien invasion. Anyway, I realized this week that I've actually been here on this channel for 6 months now, so I thought it would be really fun to just share what that journey's been like for me, basically give you a bit of an insight as to kind of my analytics, I suppose, and what I've made from it. So I'm going to be sharing that a little bit later on in this video, but in the meantime I had better wash these out so I look a little bit more presentable. So I'm just about to give little lady her feed. She is just down here being adorably cute. You've been a very good girl this morning, haven't you? She's very happy. It's Frozen today, isn't it? We've already watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Oh, I know, you're hungry. Are you hungry? Oh, give me a bit. I haven't opened my advent calendar yet, so I thought I would open that with you guys. Shall we do it? Avery has picked the perfect time to start getting grumpy, so we're doing this one-handed. Heard you are getting heavy. Yeah. So I would show you what I'm doing, but I can't hold the camera and get the box out and hold Avery, and she doesn't want me to put her down right this second. So what number are we on? We are number 8, 8th of December today. What's in it, Pudding? Oh, what's this? Oh, what is this? I think it's like a roll-on sort of perfume of some sort. The packaging is really cute. The last couple of days have actually been really good. So yesterday I actually got a pair of eyelash curlers, which I did need a new pair because mine aren't very good. And the day before I got a little pair of tweezers, which kind of matches the there we go, now it's focused. Kind of matches the nail file I got on the first day. And I also needed a new pair of tweezers, so the advent calendar knows me apparently. And then, shall we open your advent calendar, Pudding? Hey? Shall we see what book we've got to read tonight? Where's number 8? There it is. Number 8. What's this? Number 8. Fire Pup of the Day. Look! Little 101 Dalmatian theme today. So I mentioned a few weeks ago that we were going to be having a bit of a family gathering, and that is coming up. That's actually on Saturday, and today is Thursday, and we have plenty of savoury food for it, but we don't actually have anything sweet. So I'm going to do some baking. It's the first baking I've done this festive season, and I always love to bake at Christmas time. I definitely will be doing some more baking. I'll bake when the boys are home from school because they enjoy pitching in and eating all of the baked goods. So I will be doing some more baking, but I think I'm just going to bake a few bits for Saturday. So I'm going to make brownies and mince pies, please. Please. Don't know what that was about, just ignore me. I'm gonna make brownies and mince pies. I don't like mince pies, but they're festive, aren't they? And my dad likes them, Josh likes them, and the boys like them. So I'm gonna make them, and then I just thought brownies, everyone loves a brownie. And for me, they feel like a Christmas thing only because the last few years my dad has a thing at work where he has to take in some kind of baked good, and he's always asked me to make some brownies for him. So I used to do that for him pretty much every Christmas, make a batch of brownies for him to take to work. So I just kind of relate them to Christmas. So when it comes to recipes, honestly, I just look online, and the recipe I found for these brownies, the ingredients and the method, it looks like they're going to be really nice and gooey. So in here I've got, I think, 225 grams of butter and 450 grams of sugar. Now that's a lot of sugar, so hopefully these come out good and not too sweet. And I'm just gonna gently heat these up and melt them together. So that is all melted, and now it says in the recipe to take it off the heat and then add in the chocolate and let it melt. So I'm just gonna turn off the heat. This recipe, by the way, is on BBC Food, and it's titled Perfect Chocolate Brownies. So I will be the judge of that. I am probably going to add some walnuts though, because I like walnuts in my brownies. The recipe calls for 140 grams of dark chocolate. This isn't the best quality dark chocolate, as a matter of fact it's quite cheap, but everything's expensive at the moment, so I'm not spending a ton of money on one ingredient in a baking recipe. So hopefully now that should all melt in. I accidentally dropped a massive chunk in there, so that might take a little bit longer. So that is all melted in. Now I just need to add 5 eggs. It says 5 medium eggs, but I've got large eggs, so I think I'm just going to use 4. 110 grams of flour and 55 grams of cocoa powder. So I mean, it's looking good already. It's already looking like a brownie mix. Not gonna lie guys, I am totally cheating with the mince pies. Brownies and the mince pies are in the oven baking. So I've been on YouTube for 6 months. Where has that time gone? Like I said earlier, I just really wanted to sit down and just have a chat with you guys. Well, you know, I'm not even sitting down, but you know what I mean, about what it's been like really, how my channel's done, how it's grown. So I started my channel in June, and I started it because I know what it feels like to be a special needs parent, a parent to a child with HIE, and I think it can be a very lonely feeling. And for me, I just wanted to know every single scenario. I wanted to hear lots of people's stories. I joined a lot of different support groups on Facebook, and just reading a lot of people's journeys, a lot of people's stories, it's comforting. Not that I think it's ever right to compare children, because I've said so many times before, every child is different, every brain injury is different. But one of the hardest parts about Avery's HIE journey is that we don't know the outcome. We don't know how she's going to be a year from now, 2 years from now as an adult. We really don't know, and I know that you don't really know how any child is going to grow up, but we just don't know where she's going to be in terms of her disabilities, how physically able she's going to be, and the unknown is definitely the hardest part. So the way I find comfort is by hearing everyone else's stories, because I may not be able to know what the future is going to hold, but I have learned a lot of different possible scenarios through hearing people's stories, and I like to know what all the possibilities are really, and I know it is a huge spectrum, but that is just how I found comfort. And I know in those early stages when things are very new and very raw, it is just nice to hear other experiences. So that is the main reason why I did it. And if one parent that is new in this journey has found my channel and found my videos comforting, then I 100% have done what I set out to do. So I started out just like anyone else starts out a YouTube channel, 0 views, 0 subscribers, and I uploaded my first 2 videos within a short amount of time. And I'm not gonna lie, I filmed those videos on my phone. The quality is terrible, but those were both kind of introductory videos, and it was kind of to help me warm up to talking in front of the camera and seeing if I liked the process, you know, not just the filming but the editing as well and the uploading. And I got a little tiny bit of interest in those videos. Believe me, it wasn't a lot, it was like 1 or 2 views, but just that gave me the momentum to keep going, because if there's 2 people that wanted to know about Avery, then maybe this was a good idea. So obviously I continued, and then in July, one of my videos, I don't know what it was about that particular video, but YouTube picked it up and started to promote it a lot more than any of my others, and that just made my views skyrocket. And I imagine that's probably how a lot of you guys found me, because along with the views came with quite a lot of subscribers. And it was over that few-week period that I was actually able to hit 1,000 subscribers, thank you all so much, and my 4,000 watch hours, which means I was able to monetize my channel. So I was able to monetize my channel within 2 months, which is not what I expected at all. I was completely shocked that it happened that fast. It is absolutely insane, and I can't thank you guys enough. But I'm not gonna lie, after that happened, I anticipated my channel to grow a little bit faster than it has since then. But after a couple of weeks, it kind of stopped. YouTube stopped promoting that video, and it all kind of plummeted a little bit. If I can, I'll kind of insert a screenshot so you can kind of see how it kind of went up and then straight back down. And it was a little bit disappointing, but in the same sense, I was really, really happy with how my channel had grown up until that point, and it has continued to grow slowly since then, I would say. It's really, really strange how it works. YouTube will pick up a couple of videos every now and again and decide that they deserve to be promoted a bit more than others, and I'll get a bit of an influx of subscribers. Not as much it did with that first video that they picked up. So my views do go kind of up and down a lot, and then sometimes I'll kind of go into a period where my videos just aren't getting as much traction. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it's anything to do with what I'm filming. I think sometimes it is just the luck of the draw. I don't want to pretend to understand the YouTube algorithm, but sometimes it just seemed like pure luck. Sometimes I think a video would catch a lot of interest and it doesn't, and vice versa. But what I will say is my videos tend to get a lot more views when it involves hospital visits and Avery being ill, which I do find quite strange, but as you guys know, I just show my real life, and unfortunately over the last few months Avery has been ill and has had a lot more hospital trips than we would have liked. So I've just been filming my life kind of as it goes and Avery's journey as it goes, but for some reason those videos have always done a lot better than my others, which obviously isn't sustainable. I mean, I'm really hoping that we don't continue to have that many hospital appointments. So I'm kind of at a place now where I feel like I just want to play around with my content a little bit, see what you guys want to see, because I've kind of left it as an open book. I'm generally just documenting our life as a special needs family, and so many different things could go into that. So in terms of analytics, as of today, it is the 8th of December. By the time you guys see this, it will obviously no longer be the 8th of December, so these analytics might be completely different. I have 2,873 subscribers, 262,360 views, and to be honest, when you think about it like that, that is a lot of views. That is 262,360 people that have watched my videos. That is insane. Now, in terms of revenue, because as I said, I am a monetized channel, I am not gonna lie, I don't make a lot out of it. And as a matter of fact, considering I bought this camera that I'm filming on to film my videos, and then the other little bits that I had to buy just to make sure I could keep up with editing, I have not yet actually paid off those costs. I mean, I've paid them, but in terms of business, I haven't actually paid off those costs. So far here on YouTube in 6 months, technically it would be more like 4 months because I was monetized in the July. I don't think I started to get paid until August. I have made £861.71. So on average, at the moment, I'm kind of making around the £200 a month mark. And that's great, to be honest, because I wouldn't have expected to be in this place where I was making anything from my videos for at least a year. You know, I fully expected that, so that has been a really nice surprise. But when you really break it down, I film 2 videos a week and edit 2 videos a week. Between filming and editing, uploading, writing the description, all of that, I would say my videos take me anywhere from 2 to 8 hours each, and that is twice a week. So £200, let's say that is around £25 a week. So if you really think about it, for the amount of work I'm actually putting into it, I really do not make a lot from it. And I know there's a lot of people that will probably say I'm profiting from this journey that we're on. That is not the way I see it at all. I put a lot of hard work into my videos, and in my opinion, if I can progress this as a career, then I've absolutely won the jackpot, because I can make money whilst still being at home and being Avery's primary carer. And for me, that means a lot, because I chose to be at home with Avery. I have chosen not to put her into any kind of third-party care, because I'm her mum, and between me and my husband, we know her best. So we knew we wanted one of us at home with her, which means I had to leave the job that I was going to go back to after maternity leave. So if I have found a way to potentially make a career out of something where Avery is still my primary focus, then I've hit the jackpot. Now, there is one more thing that I want to talk about, because I think it is really important when it comes to this whole journey, and that is you guys. There have been a few times where I've thought to myself, this is hard work, it takes up a lot of my time, I don't know if it's really worth it. But then you guys flood my comments after every single video, and the things you say, the advice you give, the support you give me, even if you don't realize it, you guys give me so much moral support and emotional support. It is unreal. And I know there are some of you that are like die-hard viewers. You watch every single video, you're there in the comments of every single video. Believe me, it does not go unnoticed, and I appreciate every single one of you. I can't thank you enough. I'm actually quite overwhelmed about how much you guys have fallen in love with us as a family, and Avery in particular. Like, let's be realistic here, Avery of course is the star of this show, but it has just been really nice to connect with you guys. I mean, when I started this kind of journey, I obviously set up my YouTube channel, I set up my Instagram page, and I also set up my website mummyandavery.com, which is where predominantly I write blog posts. I have started to give myself a little bit more leeway on that. I did kind of have a goal that I would do 2 blog posts a month, but I don't really get a whole lot of traction or interest in my blog posts as opposed to my YouTube videos. I think the majority of my audience is over here on YouTube, so this is where I want to put the majority of my effort. But in case you didn't know, I do have a website and it does have a blog, so if you want to check that out, then go ahead. But yeah, you guys are 100% what keeps me going. I look for your comments as soon as a video goes live. I know the names of you guys that comment in every single video, and I do always look out for your comments. It's just been amazing, and I honestly feel, I know a lot of people will say this, but I honestly feel like I have just got the most amazing community on YouTube. You guys are just always so kind and so open-minded, and it just means the absolute world, and I can't thank you enough. So that has essentially been my journey here on YouTube so far. I hope to continue. Maybe even in another 6 months I'll be doing kind of like a year's review, but I have been really enjoying it. Like I said, it is hard work, so sometimes I do feel a little bit demotivated, but you guys always lift me up, so thank you. So enough of the heavy stuff, the brownies are done. And it looks like the mince pies may also almost be done. As you can see, I ran out of pastry to do those two there, but I think I'm actually just gonna give the boys those as an after school snack. They are all leaking, which every year the same thing usually happens. It's rustic. Ooh. I do enjoy the smell of mince pies. I think just because it's a festive smell. I just don't like the taste. It's a shame. It's the same with coffee. I like the smell of coffee, but not the taste. So they have exploded a little bit, but what I'll probably do on Saturday is just coat them with some icing sugar, sprinkle some icing sugar on top, and yeah, they'll look rustic. My dad will enjoy them either way, I know, but I'm not going to take all this out the pan yet just because I want it to cool so they don't all fall apart, but I am going to cut it up and possibly even try one because they need a taste test. Oh my goodness, these look so yummy. As you can see, I've already tried to take one out that I am definitely going to try, and they definitely need to be left to cool. I used to make brownies and I would think because they did this when they were warm that they weren't cooked, but actually they are much better when they're a bit gooier in the middle. They just need to be left to cool down completely before you start messing with them. Otherwise they will fall apart, kind of like this one, but that looks so fudgy and gooey in the middle. Yum. I can't not do a taste test. That is so nice. Definitely recommend that recipe. BBC Food, and it's called Perfect Brownie Recipe. So yummy. So I'm going to close this video off here because this little lady and I need to go pick the boys up from school. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you want to follow us along on our journey. And with that said, we will see you in a few days with another video. Can you say bye bye? Say bye bye. Bye bye. Bye guys.